Hello everyone, welcome to the Stock Martin channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're back, welcome back. I have an exciting video for you today. We are going to be talking about some big news again. This is 2 days in a row that Lucid Motors has announced some very big news. Today I think is going to be very positive and you're going to be really liking what I'm going to have to say. But before we do get down into this information, if you can, please give me that thumbs up, the like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos. I'd greatly appreciate it. So the big news today is that they are getting some love. Lucid Motors LCID stock is getting some love from the first analyst out there that has reviewed it. It is from the Citi Group. It is Wall Street Analyst. One of the top rated Wall Street analysts has now reviewed Lucid Motors, has glowing things to say about it, and has given us a very nice price target for this stock and is evaluating that this stock should be $28 per share. So this is exciting news. We are going to be talking about that and some more information about the warrants. So the big day also, I do want you to remember, if you didn't get a chance to watch yesterday's video, is that Lucid Motors has called its warrants. The deadline to do and to act on these warrants is October 8th. You will need to contact your broker to activate and convert these warrants over to stocks. They are cashless redemption warrants, so which means that you do not actually have to fork over that $11.50 as previously thought. They will actually be taking it out of your Lucid Motors stock when they do convert it. So you will get only fractional shares, but please, you have to act by October 8th to contact your broker to do this conversion from warrants to the stock for you. If you do nothing after that October 8th at 5 p.m. Eastern time, your warrants will be worth 1 penny. Pretty much they will be worthless and you'll lose a lot of money on these. So definitely put that on your calendar. Or the other option, what you can do is trade these warrants out and, hopefully you get some nice profits out of them. Hopefully you're up on them and you can convert this to money if that's what you wish to do. But basically, I do have a very nice video for you today. We are going to be talking about this article right here. This is titled Lucid Group LCID. It wins some much needed love from Wall Street and gets a $28 stock price target. So guys, this is excellent news if you are a Lucid fan, if you are a Lucid stockholder. There is finally getting some positive news out there. If you have gone back and seen any of my videos on Lucid Motors, I have been saying that this stock should be around $30. By the time that the deliveries happen, once they start delivering, this stock will push up to $30. We do now have a top analyst out there from Citi Group that is now saying this same thing. So this analyst is from Citi Group, Italy, Michelle, and they are giving that initial coverage of the Lucid Group shares, the LCID shares, and they are giving it a buy rating. So they are also giving it that $28 price target. And this does correspond to a very nice increase in potential in your stock at 47% from the current price level that it is now. And we will talk about the stock in the next few minutes, in the next few slides. And we will also talk about that price prediction and see where we go from here. So this analyst actually gave his explanation and his rationale. And he quotes that there is necessary building blocks for this bullish thesis, including the solid EV tech credentials, years of developmental experience, brand momentum. Now, this analyst does go on to say that LCID or Lucid Group, Lucid Motors, resembles much of what we liked about Tesla, but without the lofty 2030 shares. So we do have a chance to do very good on this stock. This will do very good in my opinion. You also had that, not only that they have that big technology out there, you are also seeing a lot of reviewers coming out there. Most recently, Johnny Lieberman from Motor Trend was the first to actually test drive the Lucid Air R, the Series Edition R, which is for range. and he did prove that this vehicle could go over 500 miles, again showing the technology of Lucid Motors. He did go on to say that the car was immaculate, it was beautiful, and it did give it that big luxury feel. So right now, I think that Lucid Motors will get that luxury market that it desperately needs. I think it does have that big niche for itself. Whenever you look at Tesla, it's an amazing company. I love Tesla and I own stocks of Tesla. But Tesla is not really focused on right now producing luxury vehicles. If you look, they only made about 100 of the Tesla Model S Plaid Edition, but for this year. So they only made 100 units. Lucid Motors will be coming out with a Dream this year, hopefully in about October, and they are making 577 of these vehicles this year. So it definitely has that big potential and the big momentum. It does also have that over the 10,000 reservations of the Lucid Air vehicle, and the company for next year, in the year 2022, will be producing at least 20,000 units in its Arizona company for the North American, for the United States market. And it also does plan on delivering vehicles in China starting in the year 2023. They will be announcing a new SUV. The Lucid Gravity SUV will now be also launching in the second half of the year 2023. So a lot of big things, a lot of big news coming out there. I definitely think that there is going to be a lot of big potential moving forward. Two things that are just going to be coming up just in the next few weeks. I think this is going to be very big catalyst that will move this stock up. The first one is that Lucid Motors will be opening its factory doors on September 27th to the media, to investors, also politicians, and any Lucid buyers out there to do the first test drives and to actually see this vehicle being produced, being made. So this will give it a lot of public relation news. I think that will really be a good catalyst moving forward to bring this stock up in price. And I think in the next few weeks, in the next few months, you are going to see this stock again. In my opinion, I think it will hit $30 by the time these deliveries start happening, and they should very, very shortly. Hopefully it will be starting in about October of this year. Now, just real briefly, I did want to transition to this article from The Street, and it does mention, just in case you didn't get my video from yesterday, that Lucid Warrants, so LCIDW, which is the warrants, has called that it is redeeming its warrants. These will be cashless warrants, which means that you do not have to put up any money to convert your warrants to shares, but you will only be getting fractional shares. If you do want to know specifically how and how much shares you get, please go back and watch my previous video, as I do mention that in very big detail. But make sure to mark your date for that October 8th. By October 8th, these will be converted over, but very important that you contact your broker, whoever you bought these warrants for the LCIDW. You have to contact your broker so that they do transfer these warrants into shares. These will be fractional shares. You will be getting 0.4458 shares, I believe, but I did mention it specifically in the video yesterday. So if you do have these warrants, it is not automatic. It will not automatically transfer these warrants to these shares. So if you are holding these warrants in LCID, you will need to contact your broker to make this transaction on or before, I would recommend way before October 8th. And if you do nothing, remember, you will lose all your money in these warrants. So please do not do that. Next, I did want to transition to the stock of Lucid Motor, LCID. This stock is starting to have some upward movement. We are starting to have a nice climb up. I do believe that we have touched that base, and we were up almost about 5%, 4.86% today. We did end the day at $19.85. We did start off the day at $19.22. So it has been a very nice move in this stock, moving upward. In the past 5 days, you do see that we are starting that upward nice line of regression. If we did kind of make a line of regression, you can see that the slope is moving nicely upwards, and this is very nice. Now, if you go look in here and notice that we did have that dip in here. We did have some a little bit of sell-off, but it rebounded quite nicely. So this is very nice to see that we are starting to see that base. Now, if we go look in the past 1 month, on September 1st, we did have that big dip. That was because the PIPE investor lockup did expire. So all the PIPE investors out there like BlackRock, Fidelity, that did originally buy Lucid stock at $15 a share, they did take big profits. They did sell off. But we had a lot of retail investors that really just jumped right into it and scooped up a lot of these shares. At one point, it was going lower than $16, but according to this, the average on that day was about $17.79. So we are starting to see that we are moving quite nicely up, and this is very, very good in this stock. I have also been saying, and previously, if you can get this stock under $20, you're getting an amazing deal. A very good deal for this stock. If you can get it down under $18, which has only happened about a handful of times, maybe 2 times. One was back on May 13th. It was $17.25. That's back when it was trading at CCIV. And just recently, you've had it under $18 on September 1st because a PIPE investor lockout expired. But if you can get this stock under $20, you're getting an amazing deal. I will actually call it a steal of a deal, in my opinion. But we did see, I just want to talk about some resistance, some top levels that we really couldn't pass up, which was $28. And that was on June 30th. We also did test on July 26th at about that $27 mark. Now, July 26th has the big day because this is when CCIV did merge with Lucid Motors, and you have seen this big downward trend since the merger of CCIV to Lucid Motors. But we are starting to see that bottom. Overall, I think this is doing very good as a stock. Now, that big number is that $28.82. Notice that Citi Group did say that its price target of this company is $28.82. But if you look back, this is where we have that resistance. I actually believe that we can go past this. And the reason why, I think once we start getting these deliveries, I do really feel that we will go past that $30 mark. I think we could even hit that $35 mark by the end of this year if we do have those nice deliveries for LCID Lucid Motors stock. Now that brings me to the price target. So now it is on tip ranks. This one reviewer, we just did mention this. It's a moderate buy. It does give us that one ranking, 0 hold, 0 sell. We do have an upside potential of 41% on this to that target price of $28 that did come from that Citi Group analyst. I do think that by the end of this year, we will be having that $35 price target, in my opinion. That is if 2 big things happen. Number one, we need to start seeing these deliveries. Now, the longer that Lucid Motors delays these deliveries, I think that this will actually hurt the stock. It will put downward pressure on it. But if we can get these deliveries out in October, I think that this will be a really nice move up for this stock. And that will help it to get that $30, $35 by the end of this year. I do think that the second very big important thing that needs to happen is that these vehicles need to perform. So once they get out, they need to do very, very well. We can't have anything that, for example, happened with the Tesla Model S Plaid Edition. I don't know if you remember that. I did a video on it if you go back and look. But what happened is somebody actually got their Tesla Model S Plaid Edition. There were only 100 delivered, and one of these just like bursted in flames, and the driver almost, I guess, lost his life. There was a big lawsuit. I mean, big thing. But go back if you're really interested. One of my past videos, you can see that the Tesla Model S Plaid Edition did catch on fire. So if something like this would have to happen to the Lucid Air Dream, I think this will be a very, very big downward pressure, if not even like a big nail in the coffin for Lucid Motors. So remember, Lucid Motors has a lot of pressure on itself. It is a brand new company. They've never had a vehicle. They've never had a product out there. So it has to perform good. It has to have that long range. A lot of people are commenting down below, what's the crash ratings? We have not seen any crash ratings yet. I do feel that they will be good though, just because the Peter Rawlinson did design and make the Tesla Model S, and the Tesla Model S actually has 5 stars all around. It's actually one of the safest vehicles out there. So I definitely think that the Lucid Air Dream will have the same rating of 5, which is the highest amount of the rating that you can have on the crash. But we'll definitely have to see. But I hope you like this video. Please, if you can, give me that thumbs up. The like button, it would be shared with others around YouTube. If you are new to the channel, please, I ask you that you hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, hit all so you can get all my videos. That would really help out the channel. Thank you to all you that have subscribed, as we are growing this channel now past 3,000 subscribers, and I greatly appreciate that. But if you can continue to share this with others so that we can continue growing this channel, I'd greatly appreciate that. But if you can share it with your family, your friends, your coworkers, that next door neighbor, I'd greatly appreciate it. I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Thank you. Down below, if you would like to help out the channel, I put 2 links. One's for Webull. If you open an account, deposit $100, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. If you deposit $100 into Coinbase, you get $10 of cryptocurrency and trading. Thank you for supporting the channel.